Hello everyone, today I want to talk to you about how I think Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed is approaching the 1v4 multiplayer formula in the right way. Ghostbusters is a beloved franchise horror comedy adventure made for the entire family, and it's coming into video game form in a new multiplayer way by Illfonic, a 1v4 experience in just about a month now in the form of Spirits Unleashed, coming for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, last gen and current gen. This is a 1v4 game built by Illfonic, and it will feature online multiplayer and offline bots. Now, before you go and roll your eyes and you're like, oh, another 1v4 experience, I get you. We've had VHS, we've had DVD, we've had Hide or Die, we've had Last Year the Nightmare, and I know a lot of these games seem to stumble and create frustration, but hear me out because I think that Illfonic is approaching the 1v4 formula and recipe in the right way, because with Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, the ghost isn't being forced to directly fight the four Ghostbusters. The ghost's job is to kind of go around and haunt the NPCs and haunt the map location and cause chaos before it's ultimately time to get the hell out of there, scoring the ghost a win. Let me explain. So the match starts off seemingly, I haven't seen a match from front to back yet. You've only really seen this if you went to PAX and got hands-on with the game, but it seems that the Ghostbusters start off, the job is to go after the ghosts. They are provided the tools and the weapons, of course, to go do this. The ghost has 3 rifts, right? So the ghost starts off with 3 rifts. These 3 rifts are a physical thing for the ghost to pick up and move around the map. So when the ghost gets pulled into a trap, think of it like 3 lives. When you get pulled into the trap the first time, you lose a rift and you come right back and you get a second attempt. So you get a second attempt, a third and fourth attempt, 3 extra attempts to try to haunt the area, haunt the NPC, scare everybody out of the building, and messing up the Ghostbusters' job immensely, giving them a bad reputation, and there you go. So the rifts are kind of like lives in that sense. You can actually go around and physically take the rifts and hide them around the map. So the rifts are also things that the Ghostbusters can go and find them and destroy them, effectively kind of destroying one of your lives and attempts to come back if they manage to trap you. So if the Ghostbusters feel like that they can't take out the ghost because the ghost is just constantly hiding somewhere or being too stealthy and it's just hard to find the ghost, they can actually attempt to instead go after these rifts and destroy those instead. So therein lies the balance of the main game. The ghost is forced to not only protect itself, but it's forced to protect these rifts. So in that sense, there's multiple objectives of the ghost trying to save itself in multiple ways. I think this is a great approach to 1v4 because now it's giving the Ghostbusters 2 objectives to go after. There's probably more things that I don't know about. These are just the basic things I've been able to take away from the videos, but it's enough to see that by taking away the pressure of the ghost feeling like it has to destroy the Ghostbusters, kind of like DVD and VHS where you're directly kind of going up against 4 survivors and you have to take them out as a killer. As a ghost, it's not the same thing. You're not being forced into fighting 4 overpowered Ghostbusters. You're more playing a passive role and hiding and being sneaky and mischievous, and you could still fight them, but you're more doing it in a defensive manner or to throw them off the track or to distract them. And while you continue to do your thing as a ghost, you really feel like you're doing something different in this game, and that's why I think it's all going to work out a little bit differently, and there's not going to be as much pressure as both the Ghostbusters and the ghost itself. And this is why I really want to give Ghostbusters a try. This is Illfonic's 3rd time out. They've worked on Friday the 13th and the Predator game. Predator had a rough start, but it actually managed to come back later down in its lifeline, and it feels quite better than it did balance-wise from when it came out in the beginning. They've done a good job at fixing that game up. So I'm really, with this being Illfonic's third time out, they have a lot of experience. I think they're going to get this right. The way it's set up balance-wise looks really nice. Now, Illfonic has come out and mentioned that the Ghost is given opportunities to sabotage the proton packs and steal unattended ghost traps while the Ghostbusters are distracted. So these are all attributes that make the ghosts feel mischievous and wily and sneaky, which is exactly what they're supposed to feel like, which effectively makes it feel like a Ghostbusters game rather than a killer going after survivors type game. So if you've noticed from the gameplay, you can kind of jump into items like a prop hunt game. We've seen this before. Midnight Ghost Hunt did it very well. Here you can see he's kind of in a trash bag, and the trash bag is actually walking. I love these little animation details. It seems like the ghost has different abilities. If you can see right here on the side, it says Ectovision, Notice Me, Scare, and Pulse, and I'm assuming Scare is to scare the NPCs. Notice Me to get the Ghostbusters' attention. Maybe they're getting too close to a rift, and you want to try to get their attention to come after you instead. So that's really cool. I like you can bait the Ghostbusters away from your rifts. And then it seems like down in the middle there, you got your main abilities for offensive attacks. And then on the top right there, it has your progress of how much you've haunted the building or the area that you're in. And then on the top left, those are your rifts. You have to protect those from the Ghostbusters, because those are your attempts to come back after they've trapped you. Now, again, I'm only guessing, but the little bar in the middle where it says ectoplasm, it seems like that goes down when the Ghostbusters are attacking you, and that probably fuels your powers and whatnot, and probably how strong you are. The more they probably keep hitting you with their proton blasters, that is effectively weakening you both offensively and defensively. Seems like here that you can do things to kind of distract the Ghostbusters and keep them looking for you, or throw out little mimics or things that look like you, the ghost, are in it, but you're not actually. So the Ghostbusters are kind of thrown off as to where you actually are. And these are very much things you'd expect a ghost to do, is to do all these little tricks of the trade to keep the Ghostbusters off of the path and where you want them to be as the ghost. And this just sounds like really fun. It sounds like you get to really dig into what it would be like being a mischievous ghost, running around tricking the Ghostbusters. And I'm sure that there's probably different ghosts. Some of them are more stealthy, some of them are trickier, and some of them might just straight up be offensive. Some of them might be a little bit scarier to deal with. They come right at you, they're more offensive, they will attack. And this is kind of a cool thing that they can do, creating various ghosts to be in the game. A lot of you remember the 2009 Ghostbusters video game where you got the call from Dan Aykroyd on the phone to come pick up your game from GameStop. It had a little bit of multiplayer in it, but not like what we're going to be seeing with this game. The remaster, everybody wanted multiplayer with it to be able to get online in the modern times now and play the game with their friends, and it didn't happen. And now, so with Spirits Unleashed coming out, we finally get to get online with our friends, all 4 Ghostbusters played by different people, and go after somebody playing the ghost. It's a really cool idea, and I'm looking forward to it. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I will talk about this game more. Again, I'll be covering this along with Killer Clowns and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Illfonic with Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed coming out again for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and like it and do all that good stuff. Share it around with your friends. I really do appreciate the love you guys gave me with Killer Clowns. That came out of nowhere. I don't know how it took off so big. I don't expect the same with this video, but I do appreciate you guys showing some love, and I thank you so much. You guys have a good one, and I will see you in October when this game releases on October 18th, 2022. Have a good one, and until next time, see you later.